my name is Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
Welcome here from it'sallaboutsports.com here on this beautiful but windy Sunday afternoon, coming to you from Hammonton High School here for the Hammonton Softball Invitational, where we have Kingsway being led by their coach Dave Dominic. Kingsway comes in with a record of 15-1 and 6-0 in league play, and they'll be taking on Washington Township, who comes in with a record of 11-4 and 4-2 overall in their league. Now, this is a semifinal game here, where last game Washington Township defeated Pineland 6-2 and also defeated the hometown host Hammonton 7-6. And Kingsway again is coming off of a 1-0 victory over Millville and also a 4-1 victory over Gloucester Catholic. So it looks to be a good matchup today. Where it looks like Washington Township is going to take the field first, as we're just about underway here.
We go. We go.
And in the field for Washington Township is safety, shortstop Carly Agan, center fielder Brianna Hoskins, first base Erica Korth, left field Maggie Foss, center field Dominic Fiorentino, right field Daisy Marrero, third base Maddie Gillen, second base Casey McNichol. As we're underway, and Kingsway is up to bat first. And there's a hit to the third baseman, and safe at first base. Play was made on the ball, but dropped by the first baseman, as Kingsway gets their first batter on base to start the game off. And there's a ball. And up the bat for Kingsway is Alyssa Coca. And the count is 2-0. On first base for Kingsway is Sydney Maroney. Count now reaches 3-0, so Kingsway batter looks to stay ahead of the count here. Sure should be looking to take a swing here with a 3-0 count. And there's ball 4. So Kingsway starts off 2 batters, 2 people on base here early on. I believe this has been a strength here for Kingsway, with starting off early with getting batters on base and in scoring position. And up to bat here is Grace Fagan. And there's a hit by Fagan. Ball looks to be foul ball. Fagan is one of the top players here for Kingsway. She looks to put Kingsway on the board early. Fagan, by the way, is being sought after by a lot of different colleges. She's getting good looks from different colleges. And there's a hit to the outfield and ball caught. So first out made by Washington Township. Runners remain on first and second base. And up the bat is the coach's daughter, Danielle Dominic. And pitcher Shannon Gasparovic. So far she struggled to come up with some strikes here. Looks like the coach is going to talk to the daughter real quick. We're back to play here. Brief timeout. And there's a big hit, and that ball looks to be over the fence. 3-run shot by the coach's daughter, Dominic. And that ball was well hit, and you can almost tell right off the bat that that ball was headed over the fence. Big time hit there by Dominic. And we're back here. And up the bat now is Kat Knoll. And Knoll will look to get on base as Kingsway tries to continue to add to the lead after that 3-run home run by Danielle Dominic. And there's a quick pop-up to first baseman, and play is made, and there's a second out of the inning there. And again, this Kingsway team has only suffered 1 defeat this year, as they're 15-1. And that's how they've been able to do it, by getting some quick runs and good hitting by their players, as they so far have a 3-0 lead here in the first inning. And up the bat now for Kingsway is Teresa Reed. There's another ball. There's a ball hit to the outfield. There's a base hit. That'll be a single. As the ball was just out of the reach of the pitcher, Gasparovic, into center field. So Kingsway yet has another runner on first base. Next up looks to be the pitcher for Kingsway, Siani Bigay. There's a grounder to the first baseman, and that'll be the third out as they'll switch sides here. Kingsway coming out of the first inning with a 3-0 lead, and Washington Township will get first bat next. And we're back here, bottom of the first inning. And Washington Township will have their first at bat as they're down 3-0. First up the bat is Carly Agan. And Kingsway being led by their pitcher, Grace Fagan.
Joke, yo. I think Maryland. I had to go find out from her mom what school you want.
And there's a hit right up the middle, just by Fagan, as the ball reaches center field, and Washington Township will have their first batter on base. Washington Township's going to look to stay close. They're going to need to get some people on base early, as they did right there. Next up is Brianna Hoskins. And there's a pop fly, and good play there. Ball caught and out. That play was
24. Third baseman, 24.
that play was made by Danielle Dominic. So as we see, good hitting by Dominic, and also good play in the field made by Dominic. There's another ball there. There's a foul ball. And Kingsway has been led by some excellent pitching in the last two games. As I mentioned, they've allowed only one run in the last two games. There's a stolen base there by Washington Township, as Carly Agan steals second base. As we have the count here, 2-2. And there's a hit to the second shortstop. And out was made. Looked like at first maybe that she had bobbled the ball. And I think they are going to call her safe, actually, as she did bobble the ball at first base. It looks like the umpires are going to discuss this one. And they do call her out, so. So the runner advances to third here, so Washington Township still has an opportunity to get a run here. They have a player in scoring position. On third base is Egan. So we have 2 outs here. Wind kicking up a little bit out here. A little bit of heat there by the pitcher. So far, some good pitching by Grace Fagan from Kingsway. There's another strike, a swing and a miss. There's a foul ball. And again, Fagan looks to be putting a lot on the ball here. As a ball hit, fielded, and she looks to be safe. So safe at first base as the runner comes in from third. So we have a 3-1 game here in the bottom of the first. Gasparovic helps out her own cause and brings in a run. And they'll substitute in a runner for her. So up next will be the center fielder, Maggie Foss. Maggie Foss for Washington Township. As a play at first, safe. She's definitely putting some heat on these pitches here. There's a ball and there's a runner, steal attempt. Good play at second, but the ball was dropped. And she's going to look to steal third here, and she's safe. Good heads up play. Good base running there by Washington Township. As the ball was dropped at second base, and she was able to get back up and continue on to steal third as well. Good base running there by Olivia Farina. Kingsway here with 2 outs, looking to end the bottom of the first. There's another swing and a miss. That ball outside. And the count is 1-1 now. And ball, foul ball. So Fagan 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. That ball high. That'll even the count at 2-2. Wow, good inside pitch there, and swing and a miss and strike, and that'll end the first inning. So we have it 3-1 Kingsway here after the first, top of the second coming up next. All right, and we're back here for the top of the second inning here. Kingsway looks to extend their 3-1 lead. First pitch is a strike. That ball hit deep out to right field. Play made, caught, and out. And that was Carolyn Schaefer with the pop fly. Play made by the right fielder. Daisy Marrero makes the catch. Next up the bat is the center fielder, Natalie Giovinazzi. And that pitch high. Giovinazzi, a smaller target here. So Gasparovic's definitely going to need to bring it down some. A swing and foul ball. Good inside pitch, and that fouled off again. Count is 2-2 here. And good inside pitch on the inside of the plate, and that's a called third strike here. And that's first out. That'll be 1 out, 2 out, I'm sorry. Second out. First out was the pop fly to right field, and first strikeout by Gasparovic. Next up is Amanda Harvey from Kingsway. And ball foul back. I'm sorry, that's Sydney Maroney up to bat for Kingsway. Number 17, Sydney Maroney. Shannon Gasparovic has seemed to settle down a little bit here in this second inning. That pitch is low. There's ball. So Kingsway is going around in their batting order here in the top of the second as they hold on to a 3-1 lead. And we have a full count here. So Kingsway will look to good play there. Ball hit but caught and out as the end of the top of the first, and we'll be back, top of the second, I'm sorry, we'll be back with Washington Township batting. And we're back here with the bottom of the second inning here as Washington Township's up to bat, facing a 3-1 deficit. And again, Fagan continues to pitch well here for Kingsway. And she strikes her out. So that's 1 out. Fagan gets her first strikeout of the game.
Is that her first one? I don't know.
I believe so. One on each side. That's another strike. And that ball low. As we have a 2-2 count here. And there's a pop fly. Good play by the catcher and out made. So that's 2 outs. 2 batters, 2 outs for Kingsway. As Fagan struck out Fiorentino first.
Number one's up to bat.
And Daisy Marrera with the pop out. And now Maddie Gillen up to bat here for Washington Township. She has continued to put some heat on these pitches. Another good inside pitch, and that fouled behind the backstop here. And Fagan facing a 1-2 count here. And ball hit. Short blue hit into the infield. Play wasn't able to be made by the second baseman. So Washington Township here in the bottom of the second will have their first runner on base in this inning. Next up to bat will be Casey McNichol. And she gets her first at bat of the game here. And there's a bunt that's in foul play. There's a steal attempt, and she's out. Good throw there by the catcher. She really didn't stand a chance as she tagged her out standing up. So that's 3 outs here. Kingsway holds on to the 3-1 lead going into the top of the third inning, and we'll be back.
It's Ram Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.
And up the bat next for Kingsway. This is the top of the third here. Be number 10. Alyssa Coco. And a 1-2 count here for Gasparovic. Two and two count here in the bottom of the third. Hit to first base, and that ball caught. Good play made by the first baseman. And next up for Kingsway is the pitcher, Grace Fagan. As Fagan looks to help her own cause here. And there's a good hit by Fagan, but good play made. And that ball caught. Play made by Casey McNichol, the second baseman. So good hit by Fagan, but even better play made by McNichol. And next up is Danielle Dominic. As her last at bat, she put one over the center field fence for a 3-run shot, which accounted for the 3 runs that Kingsway has so far. You can see a lot of strength in her swing there. That ball was fouled back. That pitch outside. Gasparovic pitching inside now to Dominic, and that ball fouled off again. It's got to be in the back of her mind, the last at bat still a little bit. So I'm sure she's looking not to give her too much to hit here as she pitches another one outside. I think last at bat she caught one right over the middle of the plate and was able to hit it out the park. There's another foul ball there. And there's ball 4 as Dominic draws the walk, and she'll take first base. So Dominic 2 at bats and on base second time. Next up is Kat No. That ball low. Gasparovic has calmed down a lot since that first inning here. Kingsway looking to put another runner in scoring position. There's a strike. There's another strike there. We have a full count here. Nola looked to get on base. And there's a good hit down the third base line, but that ball foul. That ball in the dirt. So Kingsway now has runners on first and second. And up the bat will be Teresa Reed for Kingsway. And she'll look to pad Kingsway's 3-1 lead here in the top of the third inning. And that ball hit up. And looks like there's a catch made there. Pop up in the infield. Good play made by Kingsway. I'm sorry, by Washington Township. And that'll be third out there as we'll switch fields. Bottom of the third, and we'll be back. And we're back here with the bottom of the third inning. And Washington Township has played some. And there's a bunt, and that'll be the first out play made by the first baseman there from Kingsway. So one pitch, one out here in the bottom of the third. And that was Casey McNichol. And so far, Fagan has pitched a very well game here. So Washington Township's back at the top of the lineup. Carly Egan, the shortstop, up to bat. And that ball hit in the infield to the second baseman, and ball dropped at first base. So that'll be an error by the first baseman as she drops the. Kingsway had them right where they wanted. That would have been maybe 3 pitches, 2 outs, which would have been good for Fagan. A little breaking action here, and we're back. And there's a pop-up on the first base side. And there's a catch made in foul territory by the first baseman. And that'll be the second out here. First baseman redeems herself with a catch. So bottom of the third here. Fagan has 2 outs. There's a hit to the center field. As Washington Township now has runners in scoring, a runner in scoring position with a person on first and second base. Next up is the pitcher, Gasparovic. She looks to help her own cause. That hit to center field was Erica Korth, the first baseman from Washington Township. That's a ball there. And that'll advance the runner as Fagan now has got herself in a slight jam here as we have the bases loaded now. Looks like they'll talk it over here. And we're back here after timeout here. And Fagan faces bases loaded here. As Maggie Foss, the left fielder, have an opportunity to bring some runs in for Washington Township. There's a good inside pitch, swing and a miss. Foss desperately looking to bring in some runs as she chased that pitch there. That pitch was high and she went for it. Looks like the coach is going to talk to her batter here, give her some tips and advice as she looks to cut into this 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. That ball popped up and that ball is foul. First baseman had an opportunity to make a play. Couldn't quite get there. Another foul ball. And that was placed right over the plate there as Fagan strikes out the side here in the bottom of the third, and we'll be back with Kingsway batting in the top of the fourth inning. And we're back here at the top of the fourth here with Siani Bigay. She's up to bat. And there's a good hit, play made, and out at first base. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for Kingsway. Kingsway again holding a 3-1 lead here as they got on the board early in the first with a 3-run shot by Danielle Dominic. Next up to bat is Carolyn Schaefer. And again, Gasparovic has seemed to have settled down here since early in that first inning. There's a pop-up and play made by the catcher there. So we have 2 quick outs here for Washington Township as defensively they picked up some momentum here, and Gasparovic continues to pitch well. And Natalie Giovananzi is up to bat, and there's a pop fly in the infield, and she's out. So that's 3 quick outs there by Washington Township in the top of the fourth, and we'll be back with Washington Township batting in the bottom of the fourth. And we're back here at the bottom of the fourth here, Washington Township up to bat. First pitch is a ball. That last inning, Fagan was able to get out of a jam up. She left the bases loaded. That's high and inside. 1-1 to count. As Fiorentino goes back to the plate, and she looks to get on base here for Washington Township. That ball high. That ball high, fastball, struck out. So Fiorentini strikes out. And Fagan again continues to pitch well. It's pretty much been unbothered for the most part of this 4 innings here. The wind continues to pick up here. wind now blowing from right to left. That's a strike by Fagan. There's another strike. Again, she's continued to pitch well here for Kingsway, who again has only allowed 1 run over the last 2 games here. And there's a strikeout. Fagan yet with another strikeout here. If she can keep this up, Kingsway will be well on to their 16th win of the season here. And if they continue to play like this, they'll be in the championship game here at the Hammonton Invitational. Up to bat is Maddie Gillen for Washington Township. She swings and misses there. There's a quick pop fly in the infield and play made and out for the 3rd out as we now head to the top of the 5th with Kingsway holding on to a 3-1 lead here from the Hammonton Invitational. And we'll be back for the 5th inning.
I'll take a lemonade.
That'll be $2.37.
Your sign says $1.
Yeah, but that doesn't include fees and added taxes.
Fees and added taxes.
They're all listed on your bill.
Are you kidding me?
There's the line access fee, the standing on my lawn fee, the fresh fruit high cost fee, the poison control surcharge.
Don't pay more for taxes and fees. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in.
And tips.
Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning here. Kingsway leading 3-1. Sydney Maroney up to bat here, looking to put some runs on the board here for Kingsway and pad that 3-1 lead. So far, they've got great pitching today from Grace Fagan. That ball hit and play made by the pitcher Gasparovic and out at first base. So Washington Township gets their first out of the inning, and again she's continued to pitch well since a couple hits led up in the first inning. And there's a hit right by Gasparovic in the center field as Kingsway gets on base. That hit by Alyssa Coco. So Coco on base here for Kingsway. Next up to bat. Up to bat now actually is Grace Fagan for Kingsway, the pitcher, who's pitched a good game and is looking to advance the runner here and get on base herself. There's a ball in the dirt, and Kingsway's runner will advance to second. So, wild pitch there by Gasparovic. Ball got away from the catcher. There's a hit to third base, a play made at first as the runner advanced. So Fagan has the opportunity to at least advance the runner. And now Kingsway will have an opportunity to put another run on the board. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And up next again is Danielle Dominic for her 3rd at bat. And she'll have another opportunity to actually gain her 4th RBI of the day here. And there's a good hit to the center field, to the fence again, as she'll round first base and go into second base with a double. So again, she now has 4 RBIs on the day, which counts for all the runs for Kingsway. So she now has a single, a double, and also the well-documented home run in the 1st inning. So she's having an excellent day here up the bat as they'll bring in a pinch runner for her. She gets congratulations from her teammates as she goes to the bench. As Erica Ross will take second base for Dominic as a pinch runner. So Dominic has now brought in all 4 runs here for Kingsway, who has also had an excellent pitching day by Fagan. And there's a ground ball and play made at first, and that'll be the 3rd out. So Kingsway adds another run to the board as they leave the 5th inning leading 4-1, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 5th with Washington Township up next. And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning here as Kingsway has a 4-1 lead over Washington Township here at the Hammonton Softball Invitational, and this is a semifinal matchup. And there's a bunt and popped in the air, and ball caught. First out here for Kingsway. So Kingsway again has continued to play well defensively. Had some few errors here early on, but were able to overcome them. And again, being led by a great pitching day so far by Fagan. There's a strike. There's a swing and a strike. As we have a full count here. And there's a strikeout again by Fagan. She's really putting something on that ball today. As she gets yet another strikeout here. Fagan is really digging in her bag now.
That was a close one there. That should have been a strike.
That one high and inside. And there's a ball and walk. So Washington Township now has a runner on first base as she advances with a walk. Washington Township's going to need to get a rhythm going here, try to pick up some runs here. Throw back to first base and runner safe. There's another strike by Fagan. There's a steal attempt, and she's called safe at second base. Looked like the catcher from Kingsway got a good jump on that. It looked like they were going to make a good play, but she was called safe at second. Now has a runner on second. There's a pop fly. And that'll be 3 outs, and that'll end the inning. So, again, 4-1 Kingsway going into the top of 6, and we'll be back. And we're back here from Hammonton High School, where Kingsway is holding on to a 4-1 lead, and we're in the top of the 6th inning. Good pitching performance by both pitchers here from Kingsway, Grace Fagan, and by Washington Township's Shannon Gasparovic. Washington Township is now being led by their relief pitcher, as Gasparovic was pulled from the game, and Gabby Merriman now pitching for Washington Township. There's a ball hit to the outfield, to the right fielder. Catch made. Catch made by Daisy Marrero out in right field. There's a hit out of play. There's a base hit by Washington Township, Kingsway, I'm sorry. And that base hit by Siani Begay. As we have a timeout here. And we're back here after a quick timeout. We have a pinch runner now on first base. Looks like Mia Bruno now on first base for Kingsway. There's a pop fly in the infield. Looks like a little confusion there. And the runner was, and that was a double play actually made, and that'll end the inning there. Looks like a little confusion at first. And Kingsway's coach is going to come over and talk to the umpires here. That'll be a third out. So the top of the sixth inning here, we'll be heading to the bottom of the sixth, where Washington Township will have a chance to take the lead, as the deficit is 4-1. And we're back here at the bottom of the sixth inning here, where Washington Township is up to bat. And there's one pitch and a hit, and that ball is foul. Washington Township has a 4-1 deficit here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and Kingsway looks to hold on for their 16th win of the season here, as they're one of the top teams in South Jersey. Looking to improve to 16-1. So for Kingsway, Fagan remains in the game here. There's a ball. It's a 2-2 count here for Fagan. And there's a swing and an infield grounder. And ball dropped at first base by the first baseman as she stretched out to make the play. And they're going to give Washington Township second base. So automatically Gasparovic is able to take second base. So good start here in the bottom of the sixth for Washington Township as they get their first runner now on second base. And now bringing a pinch runner for Gasparovic. It's number 3, Emily Bardis will take second as the pinch runner. There's a bunt play made at first and out, but the runner advances to third. So Kingsway gets its first out of the inning here. 2 more outs needed. And Washington Township now has a runner on third, looking to get a second run here. Swing and a miss there. That pitch high. 2-1 is the count here for Fagan. There's a strike. And there's a bunt that rolls foul. That'll be the second out there. Swinging a foul ball. Kingsway looks for one more out here to end this game. That pitch is high. And there's a swing and a miss. Fagan continues to pitch some fire. There's a foul ball there. Two and two to count. And there's a strikeout. Third strike. Another strikeout by Fagan. And that'll do it for the sixth inning here, and we'll be back with top of the seventh inning.
It's the spring clearance sales event this month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. All month long, save up to 25% off any new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram only at Spirit. That's a savings of up to $10,000. Wranglers, Ram Quad Caps, Dodge Challengers, and Chargers. Drive home a new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee for as low as $229 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the best financing regardless of your credit. At Spirit, rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. Save up to 25% off any new vehicle. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're selling excitement. Spirit.
And we're back here for the top of the seventh inning. Kingsway up the bat, holding on to a 4-1 lead. As Gabby Merriman continues to take over the pitching duties here for Washington Township. And there's a hit. And that ball goes foul. There's a half a swing. That ball foul. Merriman took over the pitching duties last inning, and she pitched well last inning. Taking over for Gasparovic. Pitching the dirt there. There's a swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout for Merriman. And again, she's continued to pitch well in relief. There's one down. Ball hit foul. We have a full count here for Merriman. She looks to get the second out of the inning here. And there's a ball 4. So Kingsway has its first runner on base in this inning. Pitch is high, another ball. Ms. Maroney from Kingsway is on first base, and she's looking to advance into scoring position. We have a 2-2 count here for Alyssa Coco. Or 3-2, I'm sorry, and there's a walk. So Kingsway now has runners at first and runners at second base. And with runners on first and second now, the pitcher is up to bat and has an opportunity to add to this Kingsway lead here. Ball stopped by Coach Dominic as he took a hit to the leg on that foul ball. Looks to be okay. I'm sure he's going to feel that in the morning, though. There's a ground ball and play made at third and out. That'll be second out. Kingsway Washington Township looked to get a double play, but was able to get one at third. So now we have Danielle Dominic up the bat, and this kind of looks like deja vu. Runners on first and second, and she's up the bat. Last time she was in this position early on in the game in the first inning, she belted a 3-run shot over the center field wall that cleared the fence by a mile, actually. Yeah, and I'm not sure, and I'm sure that, you know, they're thinking about the last time they were in this position, and again, that may be, you know, opportunity where they may want to think about walking her and not pitching to her. Again, she has 3 hits so far this game, and she's accounted for all 4 RBIs, and that's something that the coaching staff is going to want to think about here.
Yep, intentional walk. Intentional walk.
So it looks like they're going to Looks like a little discussion here going on.
Pitch to it.
Looks like they're maybe going to intentionally walk Dominic here, which is probably a good decision again.
They were trying to do it without throwing the pitch, but I think you can't do that. Throwing it
Right, and again, that's exactly what they're going to do, is intentional walk. And again, she's had 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 being a home run. So Washington Township looks like they're going to avoid pitching to Danielle Dominic, which now would actually load the bases here. And that would give opportunity for Kat Knoll, who's up next to bat, give an opportunity for her to put some runs on the board for Kingsway to pad that 4-1 lead. And there you have ball 4. So the bases are now loaded here for Kingsway, who again coming into this game at 15-1 and is touted as one of the best teams here in South Jersey. Looking to reach the Hammonton Softball Invitational Championship game here. So they avoided Dominic and now pitching to Kat Knoll, and Knoll will look again to bring some runs in here. She can get a base hit. And there's a base hit into the gap. And the ball actually bobbled there, so that'll bring 2 runs in. The play made at second, and she'll be out. So it looks like 2 runs came in. Big hit by Knoll, and she went for the double, and she was out. But that'll leave Kingsway with a 6-1 lead. Now we head into the bottom of the 7th inning, Washington Township's last opportunity. And we're back here from Hammonton High School for the semifinal game here between Washington Township and Kingsway, as Kingsway comes into the bottom of the 7th here, holding on to a 6-1 lead. In the top of the inning, Washington Township, or Kingsway, actually picked up 2 runs. And now hold on to a 6-1 lead with Fagan still pitching and looking to close out the game. Big hit last inning by Kat Knoll brought in the 2 runs for Kingsway. There's a pop-up into center field, looks like. And that play is going to be made by Kingsway's Natalie Giovinazzi. That's one down and two more to go here for Kingsway. Kingsway looks to advance to the championship game here today.
See how calm down.
There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout again by Fagan. As she continues to have a superb pitching out in here, holding on to a 6-1 lead. There's a ball.
Oh, look, we've got fees.
Ew, really?
Oh, it's our Verizon bill.
Look at them. Line access fee, administrative fees. There are even taxes on top of them.
Decent people shouldn't have to live like this.
Did I get it?
T-Mobile ends surprise fees and taxes. That's right. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Learn more at a T-Mobile store.